Today I'm going to educate you on phishing and smishing, how these cyber attacks can affect you, and what you can do to combat them. Phishing is one of the most common forms of social engineering. It's when an attacker sends an email message or web announcement that falsely claims to be from a legitimate enterprise for the purpose of you forfeiting sensitive information to them, such as your passwords or social security number. In that picture included there in the corner is a bill that I created, and this is something that anyone can do very easily, reproducing an urgent bill for you to pay. And if you feel that you've already paid or there's an error, there's a link there for you to click. And conveniently, this link is to giveusyourpasswords.com. So ways to notice a phishing scam. If the message is sent from a public email domain, such as at gmail.com. So if you get an email from a stranger, take a look at the address that they're sending it from. This may include you having to hover your mouse over the name, because the name might seem legitimate, such as Southern Federal. But if you actually hover your mouse over, you can see it's from southernfederal at gmail.com, for example. And no enterprise will use a public email domain. So another tactic is a misspelt domain name. So here you can see Southern Federal with two L's. So that's another example of you being able to identify this is not a legitimate email domain. This must be a scam. If you read over the email or anything attached, there's possibly grammatical errors. That's another indication that it hasn't gone through the legitimate enterprise's checks and balances. Another tactic they use is asking you to click a link or download an attachment. So if there's anything suspicious from strangers, do not click the link, do not download anything until you can confirm with the enterprise that they have sent you something to download. Another indication is the content of the message relays urgency, such as the last example with the overdue bill. The social engineering part of the phishing scam is eliciting the human emotion. So smishing is a newer form of attack where an attacker sends a text message or callback recorded phone message that baits you into revealing sensitive information. So here you can see on the right, this is an email claiming to be from Southern Federal Power with a convenient link for you to click. So some ways to identify and combat smishing scams. Consider urgent messages from strangers as warning signs. So the same thing as the phishing. They want to elicit the human emotion. They want you to click on this thing because you're angry or because you're scared. Number two, no financial institutions will send you a text message to update sensitive information. Your bank will not text you asking you to update your passwords. They won't text you asking your social security so that you can confirm your identity. Number three, look for suspicious numbers that don't look like real mobile numbers, such as ending in 5000, or starting in numbers that look like they're personal numbers. like in the example below or previous. 4, don't store credit card or banking information on mobile phones. If you do stumble across one of these and fall for them, they won't be able to steal your credit card information and banking information if it's not on the phone. And lastly, report all smishing attempts and phishing attempts to the FCC. Wish you luck. Stay safe in the cyber world.